Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to Phil's Recap and Review. This is going to be The Walking Dead, Westworld, and Vikings, the trailer breakdowns. And I know, I'm way late on this. Comic-Con was a long time ago. Looking at these trailers is way past the point. But I need to play some ketchup. I need to eat some ketchup, take my big French fry, dip it in that ketchup, and watch the stuff I've missed during Game of Thrones season. This is the official start of some of all these other seasons. Westworld, we might have to wait a really long time. But Vikings and The Walking Dead are coming very, very soon, for good or for bad, and we're going to be talking about them. So I want to look at these trailers. These will be basically the first time I saw them. I think I saw the Walking Dead one once before in passing, like when it first came out, but didn't really pay attention to it to break it down and stuff. But this is if your first time joining us. If you're usually someone that joins us for Game of Thrones, like, what the hell is this stupid hippie talking about? Take his frickin' loser face out of my balls. Loser face out of my balls. But I'm not alone. I have with me some of the best, some of the beautiful, the wonderful, the amazing, the live motherfucking chat. We got Quixote the Walking David. Oh, you're fucking handsome, Walking David. That's the pot calling the pedal sexy. Oh, David. Oh, God, I can't wait to get you up in here talking about some Curb Your Enthusiasm in The Walking Dead this year. David's going to be a huge part of things, especially once we get into Curb. And yes, I have got an email about this. David and I eventually will review Back to the Future 2 and 3. That will happen. Trust me, we're not kidding. It will happen. We've got the Walking David, Claudio, Quixote, Jack. I got bored of the show midway season 2. Is it worth watching? No! Of course not. No, it's one of those shows, if you're talking specifically about The Walking Dead, if you weren't feeling it in season 2, I doubt you're going to be feeling it now. The Walking Dead, last year was a weird year for us in The Walking Dead here on the channel. Joe and I were very, very down on the show, and I'm in a very low place for my expectations for The Walking Dead right now. And it's kind of even weird to say those words, The Walking Dead, right now. We've been talking about nothing but Game of Thrones for the last 7 weeks, and even before that, it's been a long time since I talked about it. So I do want to make it clear, for these 3 shows when I'm watching these trailers, as dumb as I usually am, and that's pretty fucking dumb, but as dumb as I usually am, today I'm going to be that much more stupider. I was going to say that much more stupid and say it right, but that much more stupider. And because I'm so out of the loop of what's going on in these 3 shows, about any of the behind the scenes stuff, any of set leaks or story potential, and even in the comics, from the point in The Walking Dead that we are on further, I'm not necessarily to this point yet. So I don't know dick about Shinola that's going on. Vikings, same way. I'm not as much of a history buff as Joe, or of course as Nick, or even King McKay, who are probably more knowledgeable about what's to come in the Vikings stuff as well. And as for Westworld, I think everything's a little vague anyways, and all I really know about Westworld right now is that Floki from Vikings got cast in it. That's all I know, and I haven't seen any trailer, any information, so this will be my first stuff there. So let's go to the live motherfucking chat. We see so many friends in the chat right now. Yeah, David, Littlefinger, I think I saw David post this somewhere, but Littlefinger will never die as long as David is around. So everyone, thank you so much for joining us today. I also will be talking maybe a little bit about The Walking Dead. A little bit about Game of Thrones here and there, not too much. Joe and I still are planning on doing some sort of feedback show / end of the year. We didn't get a ton of feedback questions and stuff, so we weren't quick to rush to do it, but Joe's going to be at my house tomorrow for a party, so theoretically we might do something live together from the party tomorrow, or if not, Joe and I will be on as soon as we can to do some Game of Thrones questions. I have a lot to say. I was on a stream this week that I sort of had some issues with some of this stuff, and I do have more to say about Game of Thrones this past season, and some of the negativity about Game of Thrones. I have kind of like a bigger, wider net to talk about that whole thing. So, yeah. So lots of shit coming up here on the channel, and I mentioned this before, but in passing and writing to a couple of people, but what we're going to be doing in the off season for Game of Thrones content is I'm going to take each of the remaining characters, regardless of how small they are. Maybe it'll be a short episode. And I'm going to do an individual recap podcast on that character. So we'll take Arya, and then I recap all the events that she faced from season 1 up until season 7, leading into the series finale of season 8. And kind of do that with every one of the characters, maybe some dead ones too, if their ghost is relevant to the series. But that's what I'm going to be doing for Game of Thrones in the offseason, as well as all preview casts and stuff like that. That should get us through. These Sunday casts, Friday afternoon casts, as I've mentioned last week, are going to be more trailer reactions, entertainment news, crap like that. The one-on-one time with me where I get to touch you guys verbally inappropriately. My favorite thing to do. Yeah. Baby. Yeah, well, maybe not my favorite thing, but it's at least a good way of warming you all up. But thank you so much for joining me this Friday and joining me all year long for the people that do stick around. We do know some people do join us around the shows we talk about, and that's fucking awesome too. But to any of the Game of Thrones people that may be like, yeah, I don't hear about this. It's Walking Dead season. Time to unsubscribe from this channel and subscribe and get back to Game of Thrones season. We will be talking about Game of Thrones, so stick around. And yeah, if you hate The Walking Dead and you're like, I don't want to hear people talk good about, just watch Joe talk about The Walking Dead. It's therapeutic. But again, everyone, thank you so much for joining me. And can't wait for the Hot Podcast. Phil, you're going to continue the rewatch. We finished the rewatch. The rewatch is over. It's over. We didn't recap every episode, but we did the live watches of every episode of Game of Thrones. So we're not really going to go back and do a rewatch this off season. Maybe after it's all said and done, we'll go back and do like one more full rewatch kind of thing. But I think what we're going to do more, like I said, in this off season is these character podcasts and certain ones where we talk about certain characters. I might have certain guests on and shits like that. It's going to work. Oh, hey, we got Devin in the live motherfucking chat. Love you, Devin. Great to see you, buddy. Great to see everyone in the live motherfucking chat right now. All you guys this morning or this evening, wherever the hell time you're calling from. Get the lamp shape. Oh, lamp shape? I'm not awake yet. I haven't eaten my sandwiches yet. I haven't eaten breakfast. I'm thinking about the thing in my head, what I was saying that was going to sound funny, but didn't end up sounding funny. It just sounded stupid. Was get the lampshade off your balls. And let's get into talking about some Walking Dead. Now, I've come to accept that certain shows are shit, okay? Or have shitty elements to it, shitty acceptance. Sometimes you need to drink the pills to be able to go and watch said show. The Walking Dead something this year, I'm going to try something a little bit different. I'm trying not to put as much anticipation on it. And I just want, from now on, television shows can be deep. They can touch me inappropriately. They can poke my side butthole if they want and tickle and make me feel good inside my head. But there's nothing wrong than a visceral kind of emotional feeling about something too. Or just being excited with what you're watching. All I want from The Walking Dead this year is I want to have it be fun. I want to see zombies killing people and have it be fun. Can you do that for me? Can you destroy things? Just make it entertaining for me. I want less character depth and progression, and I want more cheesy action and zombie fun. That's what I want for The Walking Dead more than anything, because I think that's what they excel at when they try to get all deep and it's like me if I was going to get all like real serious. Now today is when we're going to talk about the socioeconomical issues of South Dakota. Now here we go. Now the marijuana trade and so. Like, I'm not talking about that shit. I don't even know if there's marijuana trade in South Dakota. But I'm not going to talk about that shit. I'm not going to try to do something necessary completely outside of my... Now I'm going to play Brahms' Third Concerto in D minor on conga drum. Da, 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 da. No, I'm not going to do that shit. Walking Dead, just be fun for me. Kill some people. Have some, like, silly entertainment. And I'll be very much singing your praises this year, Walking Dead. I'm not looking for anything deeper. I don't want to get pound fucked here. I don't want the deep fucking. I just want some surface foreplay going on so that when I get to like Better Call Saul or something, then I can get some deep fucking. So that's my hopes for The Walking Dead before we get into this trailer. Walking Dead goes on and on like Gilligan's Island with zombies. Exactly. And I want to make them, awesome point, Devin. I want to make them make us overtly aware of this. I want us to be in on the joke. I think when a show goes this long, they have a couple choices. When it gets this long, you can just take it all, or you can kind of become a caricature of yourself and have a good sense of humor about it. And I think in recent years, when The Walking Dead's at its best, it's with like people like Abraham or even Rick or different people on the verge of dark comedy. And if they want to go down that route and get less scary or serious, I think it will benefit the show long term for a second peak, maybe, or second renaissance, so to speak, from The Walking Dead. Which is what I'm hoping, because I think it peaked around season 4 for me. I think some of that was some of the best stuff, other than like season 1. I think it was a pretty good progression to a certain point, then hit a point, and then it was like, okay, now we have all these characters people love. We can't really kill them easily unless we make them stupid. Oh, we have a new main character in. Let's have them killed too. I don't know. But I'm excited for the show, and I'm excited to see where they go this year and see some cool individual performances, see some fun action, see some silly moments. So let's get into watching this trailer. Fun? You'd rather die than... Fun? You know they'd rather die than make it fun, says Claudio. I'm going to watch an episode and see what the fuss is about. Jack says, D&D did The Walking Dead, you would get your wish. No character development, all spectacle. What's good, people? Good to see Roach in there. Good to see Alan. Not much. I just made my second live chat. I love Phil the Issues Guy, but I never get to see it live. So glad that you're able to join us live. I'm starting a little bit earlier today on Fridays, but fuck all. Glad you could make it. Glad everyone could make it. Rick was bad in Love Actually. Nothing has changed. I don't think I've ever seen Love Actually. I've definitely heard of it, but I haven't seen it yet. Now I'm just going to say the word actually like 75 times because I read it. You know, actually, I haven't seen it actually. You know, Love Actually. And a pretty good Friday for everybody. And Negan for the Iron Throne. What movie did you guys watch? More Walking Dead talk. Jack, hey, anal. Hey, anal. That's what someone was saying to me last night. Hey, anal. But, so let's not waste any more of this time. Let me chow on a sandwich, and let's get into our trailers here and start watching this stuff. It's dark! Why is it so dark? Oh, there we go. Okay, so let me interact with this bad boy. No, I don't want to interact with you, you fuck. I want to interact with this fuck. Okay. So here we are, our Walking Dead trailer. Let's see what this shit is all about. Now, as usual, the first time through, I'll try not to talk. I no fucking promises. I am like a chicken with its head cut off, that if you try to tell me not to talk, I'm going to talk even more. You tell me not to giggle, I'm going to giggle. You tell me not to piss on that, I'm going to fucking piss on that. So here we go.
I hope you got your shitting pants
Wait,
on.
is this like the cover of... Oh, I said I'd shut up. I wonder if this was the cover of the Spinal Tap album. It's like, how much blacker can this get? It's like, none more black. Oh, Craig with the super chat donation. Before we get into this, let me do that. Get you your message on the screen. Thank you so much for the super chat donation. You were fucking amazing, incredible. Let's spin this fucking wheel and look at a Ferengi's ears while I celebrate my profits. No, so much appreciation to you guys, Craig, and to everyone in the live motherfucking chat for all your support. Let's get some technical difficulties here. Let's get back to this trailer, and I'm gonna look at what that wheel of terror happens to say right now. Let's do this. AMC, tell me what you're... Shut your mouth.
I hope you got your shitting pants on. What? Your shitting pants. I hope you're wearing them right now. Because you are about to shit your pants.
Sorry, I gotta do something. On that line, you're about to shit your pants.
Because you are about to shit your pants.
Okay, I can't lie. I really like that start. Anyone that abuses Father Gabriel's okay with my book. So, any problems I might have had with Negan, if this is a season of him abusing Father Gabriel, and Terry Gilliam's a very good actor. I think that's his name. From The Wire and from The Oz and stuff. The Oz. What am I talking about? The Land of Oz. And yes, I do see Joe's side rant out of my side butthole. His fucking ass rant of, oh wait, I can't wait. Can't wait to watch the same Negan speech. Hey, dude, Joe, hope for the best here. We might get a lot of fun action this season in The Walking Dead. That's what I'm hoping for. Total war, motherfucker. Is this Shakespeare? The moon hang loweth like a testicle in the sky. I stole that's a Robin Williams joke. In his coked out days when Robin Williams, hey, I don't condone cocaine use, but Robin Williams was so fucking funny when he was on cocaine that I condone it for him. He's just like, oh, half the moon hang low like a testicle in the sky. So that's our Negan beginning. That's the whole trailer, everybody. The whole season is just gonna be Negan. It's all Negan. It's Negan. It's all Negan all the time, everybody. All Negan. Let's continue. Sorry, I decided to shut up. Let's watch this one time. Can whoever's tap dancing stop? I'm trying to watch a trailer.
When I first met him, Jesus said my world was gonna get a whole lot bigger. We found that world. We found each other. That bigger world is ours by right. But those who use and take and kill, we end them.
Thank you, Your Majesty. For what? For being such a cool dude.
With everything we've beaten.
I'm sorry. I know I'm supposed to be playing this all the way through, but you guys in the live chat are fucking cracking me up. Zeno says most boring trailer ever for the most boring show ever. I saw Kara with a group too, so I guess they let her stay after Terminus. Devin says this looks like a good student film. Sorry, you guys are cracking me up. Okay, let me finish this shit, because I do have a lot to say here.
Everything we've endured. Everything we've risen above. Everything we've become. No matter what comes next, we've won. We've already won!
Freedom! Oh, sorry.
I've been fighting since the farm. Can't stop now.
We need to win. Let me come with you.
I need to correct you on that point.
We need to keep our faith in each other. If we can hold on to that with everything we have, the future is ours. The world is ours.
Cover your ears.
Okay, finally something cool. There's a tiger!
That's the plan.
And on this day, we begin to
be so
reshape
fun.
this world.
Oh my god. Oh fuck.
I don't die.
Oh, oh no. Oh fuck. Oh no! I mean, yes! Yeah, it's coming. Is that it? Or do we have... We have more, don't we? We have to have more, right?
Well, you kids gotta get off my lawn with your zombies and your Negan. Back in my day, Carl had an eye. Back in my day, I used to be able to get an erection and be able to fuck girls back in my day. I'm old man Rick. Bitches, lick my nutsack, it smells.
Okay, so that is our trailer. Now let me go back through this and break this down a little bit. Let's go into the live motherfucking chat for a second. Oh shit. And see what some of you guys have to say right here. Alan dodged a bullet not watching this. Carl is gonna have a Glenn Dumpster moment in a pile of zombie bodies. Did I just see Jason Stateman walk with this weird speaking chick, says E. Martinez. CJ says, I think they're making armor and swords. Let me scroll back up a little bit. Where'd they find shoulder pads?
I'm not wearing hockey pads.
Why are they wearing Warhammer 40k space armor that they got in the raid of the Lynch King? Timothy says, I added the Lynch King part. Daryl and Dwight get it on in a very sexual way. It's gonna be God love between two guys. But will they ever take our freedom? Devin says, no dragons equals no viewership. Least inspiring speech ever is math into science. What the fuck are those PlayStation 1 zombie graphics, says Jack. Oh, Alan, save yourself. So, what's up? What's up? Oh, we got the Justin Thomas show in the live motherfucking chat. Justin's super hardworking dude. Great to see Justin in the chat. Hey, Phil, looking forward to you talking some Westworld. Westworld's going to be very, very fun. I just hope we don't have to wait too long for it. That being said, with something like Westworld, where I am going to talk a little bit more about it later, but Jonathan Nolan can take the fucking as much time as he wants, as long as it comes out as good as the first season. Don't hurry that shit. This isn't The Walking Dead or something that has to come out on a schedule that they can shell off, creating a more interesting, complex story. With something like Westworld, I think it's one of the toughest shows to do a second season to because of all the hype. But I'll talk about Westworld in a little bit. Let me go through this before I go on a Westworld rant. Let me go through this trailer point for point.
I hope you got your shitting pants on.
I'm ready to shit myself, Sir Negan. My poop is ready. I'm ready to shart. Like, surprise the fuck out of me here, okay? In this trailer, show me why this is gonna be an awesome season of The Walking Dead. Kick my fucking balls into the wind.
What?
Again, I know Joe was laughing that they started on Negan to piss him off, but I don't mind starting with Negan if this means I'll say it again, I said it earlier, if Father Gabriel is going to be tortured, if the first image I see in this trailer is Father Gabriel being tortured, I must admit, when this started, I started off kind of, because I'm expecting Negan speeches. This is what I was saying at the beginning. Certain things, when you just, either you are going to drink the Kool-Aid of the show or you're not. This show right now, we're gonna have to deal with Negan speeches for the rest of this season until he's dead or gone on the show somehow. So, okay, I accept that I'm gonna have fucking stupid Negan speeches. Let's just hope there's a limited number of them and he's doing fun shit while he's doing it. And right here, abusing Father Gabriel for all the shit I can give this trailer, and I'm gonna say, amen here. We got two very good actors working in a scene. Maybe we could get something cool, like a really sadistic, slow, tortured death of Father Gabriel, who I don't care if he's come to play later. He's still a fucking slimy dick that deserves to be tortured. So I'm okay with that. The audience, they know Gabriel's hated, so they're having Negan, who they know is not that popular, torture him to try to make me happy? Maybe they're making me happy. That's fine. I don't mind. Kill him. Yes, tons of sandwich bites. Walking Dead is not that bad. It's like a 7 out of 10. I think it's a lot of it's over expectations because of the show's interesting start with the Frank Darabont days and the also having it being a source material. But I think when you compare it to most other zombie platforms, it's still it's still a pretty good show. And I think it's a victim of its own successes too. And because it's so successful and they know people are going to watch it no matter what, less time's going into it. Now there's this whole court case with AMC and some of the creators of The Walking Dead. So there's a whole bunch of weird shit going behind the scenes as well that I think we might find out about later that could be going into the process of this show's quality going down a little bit. Better opening line. I hope you've been using your butt plug, you fucking cocksucker. That would be better with Negan. And I know this seems fucking trivial. Motherfucker. Not hearing Negan say motherfucker or cunt or fuck or whore or bitch or basically doing the George Carlin scat all the time and just basically saying shit and pee-pee pants and stuff. And maybe that works. And I know he's even curses even more in the books. I'm not so familiar with the books. the book. But he's a cruder son of a bitch, and I feel like that's one of the things most lost with him in the show. He should be a dirty motherfucker and constantly dirty. A slimy, dirty bitch.
You're shitting pants. I hope you're wearing them right now.
Because you are about to shit your pants.
You're about to shit my pants. Oh, and by the way, the magic super chat wheel landed on song. I'm not going to sing you a horrible song right now, but I am going to play you a very special song recorded by one of the awesome dudes. Our buddy Hannibal O'Neill recorded a little bit of a Pink Floyd tune. Here you go. He called this Pink Floyd Kinda. So I want to share it for all of you guys now and play a song because you got song on the wheel. So here's a little bit of Pink Floyd song by one of the FOPs, Hannibal O'Neill.
Hot ashes for trees, hot air for a cool breeze, gold cup for change. Did you exchange a walk on part in a war for a legal in a cage? How I wish you were here. We're just two lost souls swimming in a fishbowl, year after year, running over the same old ground. But how we found same old fears. Wish you were
Good job by Hannibal O'Neill, and thank you so much for Craig for the super chat donation. That was fucking awesome. I needed a little respite from The Walking Dead for a second and hear some soothing sounds of Pink Floyd. Awesome job on that, Patrick, and thank you again to Craig for the super chat donation. And it's not even a character that I can't wait to see that smug look smacked off his face. I'm just like, okay, dude, whatever. You're gonna get that smug look smacked off your face at some point in time. So now we get into... Hannibal's in the live chat. Great to see you, Hannibal. Glad you got to hear it. Or, well, I mean, you've heard it before. But glad you were here listening. So awesome stuff from Hannibal. So now we get into our tippy-tap stuff where we start seeing little flashes from the season. Rick standing, pondering war. I'm gonna be in war soon. Carol actually doing something. Tara writing down stuff, saying some wise ass comment, or obviously. Carl sneaking around, having no depth perception problems or moving problems with one eye. Morgan being annoying somehow, I bet, this season, and saying, we gotta try to save the saviors. We can't kill the saviors. Or maybe he'll just be a killing machine this season. I'm hoping that we get Force of Nature Morgan more this year. I found that character a hell of a lot more interesting, or at least if he has some more ups and downs. Waiting. This ridiculous motherfucker with these ridiculous fucking people. A bunch of situations where main characters are in no actual danger, but the zombies are all surrounding them in ways that would be completely impossible to get out of. We see these two people are still haven't smiled. There's still no smiles in this scene. We're angry. We're upset. We're upset about something. We're still upset. Let's hang on this shot a little while longer and be upset. Enid not singing, which she should be doing. Just again, looking all frowny. Aren't I? This is an amazing recap here. In this, we see the big house here, and fuck. I mean, I'm so out of the Walking Dead loop. I'm like blanking on location names and stuff like that. But this is where we got that Dick Gregory and stuff is from in that area. People like, fucking, know your names, Phil. So we're stopping in all of our locations. We stopped into the Kingdom here. We stopped in on Negan's place. And now we're stopping in here at Hilltop, is it? All you got to do is lightly push away the zombies and you're fine. I hope we see a semi-clear Morgan. That would be good. A way of, like, kind of like when the Hulk is like Hulk and Bruce Banner combination. Mm-hmm. I'm in love with Rosita. Hey, I'm not gonna hate you there. Wouldn't mind seeing some side butthole this season from her. Aww. So does this mean he's gonna be in this season? Is this mean is he actually gonna be a character this season, or is he just gonna be background noise again? Are we gonna get actual scenes with him? Hilltop, thank you. I eventually found it. I wanted to say Hilltop, but I was afraid to be wrong. Tara seems to be, now that she spit out the baby, and she's probably going to be a little bit more of a factor of this season, or maybe, I think, probably one of our expendable characters, that main crew of characters, hopefully, or maybe we'll start thinning out the ranks as they try to do some spin-over in the cast, so that they can continue the show longer and pay new people less. More notes and letters for that piece of shit Daryl wannabe. We're in a scientific lab of some sort, or we see another situation where our characters are gonna maybe die, but not really. More of these guns. Is that Rick? Probably on one episode, which will be a side Rick mission. See, I think this thing right here is a good depiction of all the fans of The Walking Dead hoping for something good. Well, maybe we'll get it. Maybe we'll get it. Maybe we'll get something good. They might do that. They might do a soft reboot where they pretty much kill everybody but Rick. I could see them doing something like that. Chad Summerchild would love this show, Spray Can. Or actually, probably not. The last couple of seasons, there hasn't been enough, like, wild, crazy flashes and shit going. It's been too much, like, boring This is boring. I want something awesome. Chad Summerchild's probably favorite movies is, like, the Transformer movies or something like that. So I think the last couple of seasons of The Walking Dead hasn't been action enough for him. Maybe he'll like this season. Spray Can. I'm blanking on a lot of the guys' names. We got Aaron was the guy, I was blanking on his name, it finally came up to me. Dwight was the other dude's name who I couldn't think about right away. Dwight, this is Aaron right here. And this is, and Dwight is the blonde-haired, the guy said Daryl wannabe. Dwight. I'm very slow on my memory of Walking Dead character names right now because I didn't do some study time. I didn't do my homework, guys. I'm sorry. My dog ate my homework. Pissed on my fucking computer and I couldn't get on the IamADouchebag.com to find out these fucking character names, dude. I'm fucking sorry. Al, thank you so much for checking on in, buddy. Someone's oh, that was Carol peeking out there. Rick on a solo mission. Missions for water or gas or something. Again, us, the fans, wanting something. Just seems like a lot more missions. What we're not seeing so far in the trailer, and I mean we might see it eventually, is the straight up action of the war. Right now it seems like a lot more of the same in this trailer. Side missions on individual characters. I wonder, and this is one of those things that I think The Walking Dead could make the whole season a little bit better just for my interest. If they do more every character episodes, in episodes where it's the whole team interacting rather than one-off bottle episodes. I'm not saying to do none of those, but I'd say if you limit it to 1 or 2 a season, 1 in each half, that would be a little bit better. And even if you splinter group off, then have an episode where you go from a lot of different groups around, not necessarily a focus episode in one location. I don't think any of the storylines are compelling enough to focus on any individual location. I think you need to hope that the sum of the parts will make it greater than it fucking is. And that if we all jerk off on the cookie, it's going to taste good. but if you know what I mean. Metaphorically, jerk off on the cookie. How dare you be unprepared, you fucking amateur. Doesn't seem like too many people like this show nowadays. Not like they used to. Where's the pretty face, Phil? We want your pretty fucking face. You got such a purty face, Phil. Where's your purty face, Phil? Okay, there you go. You wanted to see the purty face? There it is. You can think about the horrible things you want to do to my face. I still enjoy it too. It has its moments. I think last season was just a bad season. I think, or bad half a season when it comes down to it. I think every show has ups and downs when you go this long, and they're gonna have points that maybe expectations get diminished. But if I watched all of 24, I'm watching all of this fucking shit. If I watched all of Heroes, if I watched all of Lost, I'm making it. It's there's still worse television shows. It hasn't gotten like Two Broke Girls bad or something like that. Oh, Joe watched Westworld again? Uh-oh. Joe, we're going to talk about Westworld in a second. Let me get through this trailer one time. And I'm very curious about what you did you like it more than the first time? Did you like it? Oh, you definitely liked it more than the first time because you actually made it through it. Unless he hate watched it. I could totally see Joe hate watching the whole thing just so he could tell all of us how stupid we are for whatever points we liked. You fucking dick. You totally hate watched it. Dirty bastard. You dirty bastard. So this is my least favorite shot in the entire trailer. The entire fucking trailer is this shot. Wait, not this one. That's pretty cool. Who's looking at them through the eye? Who's watching Maggie undress through that eye? Who's trying to spot some Maggie side butthole there? Bad attitude, Phil. If the relationship's not working, you've wasted more. Bad attitude, Phil. If the relationship is not working, so you waste 5 more years on The Walking Dead. If the relationship's not working, if the relationship gets really bad, but if there's still moments of joy, I'm gonna stay in there. I'm gonna keep fucking it. I'm not dating it. I'm not exclusively dating it. I'm not marrying it. But sometimes it still gets me off good. So I'm still gonna hang out and fuck it every Sunday night because I can. So yeah, I'm not in a relationship with it anymore. We're fuck friends now. The relationship's over. This shot right here, for some reason, just bothers me. It's because everyone's just so... It just looks like more of a promotional shot than an actual situation anyone would really be standing. Like, they're all faced in the same direction, looking out, and stuff like that. I mean, maybe they're looking at something that's coming and will be more natural in the shot itself, but in the trailer, to me, it just looks like, okay, everyone in the hilltop scene, could you come out here for a second? We need a trailer shot. Pan right. Pan fucking right. So let's continue here. Oh, I forgot to mention at the top of the show, we do have phone lines and voicemail lines open. So if anyone did want to call in, Joe, if you want to call in when we're talking about Westworld, if you're around, and share some of your thoughts about Westworld, love to hear that. So anyone can call in at 714-694-4120 or leave a voicemail or text at 781-990-8509. So let's finish this. Let's finish this fucking Walking Dead stuff.
When I first met him, Jesus said my world was gonna get a whole lot bigger. We found that world.
Okay, and again, I know I'm not commenting on everything, but I think most of the stuff is just self-explanatory. This whole section, as I do agree with something Justin Thomas said in the live chat, that the music is decent at building up the tension. I think the music that they picked here, this tick, 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 was probably one of the best elements of this trailer. I do think this section lasted a little bit too long. I know these trailers are supposed to be a little bit longer because they're Comic-Con kind of things, and they want to show as much of the scenes as they can, especially with something like The Walking Dead, but I feel like the tension wore out a little bit for me because the ticking kind of went on. Now I feel like I'm watching 60 Minutes and I'm waiting for Mike Wallace to come out. Or Andy Rooney to be like, this is 60 minutes of The Walking Dead. Blah. So I think it just went on a little bit too long for me because all we're seeing is more of the same. We're seeing them set up scenes and more of just spinning the feet Walking Dead stuff, which is cool, but I didn't need as much of this before we went into our snap action kind of thing that we're about to snap into. So even on my rewatch of this, I'm like, yeah, okay, yep, more stuff's happening. Here we go, we're stopping the locations. Didn't we already stop at all these locations? Couldn't you have just picked? It seems like lazy editing to me. Could you just pick the best shots and just made like one pass through this? But one pass through my ass? But maybe I'm just an ass. We'll go with that. Nothing can make you happy, Phil. Nothing makes me happy. How does Maggie still not look pregnant? Maybe there's a time jump and she had the baby. Maybe the baby is being birthed at Sam and Gilly like speeds. Little Sam like speeds. Spin that motherfucking wheel, Phil. Spin that fucking wheel. I know I do. I owe a lot of people from the other night for what they did. Some crazy spins of the wheel. Ben says spin the wheel. Ben asks, I'll spin it just for fun, just for funsies, because it's really fun. But I do like the music build up here.
We found each other. That bigger world is ours by right. But those who use and take and kill, we end them.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
We got shadow babies. But yeah, Justin, I definitely like the build-up. If they had done it just like 30 seconds of this or something, but it's like a minute and a half of this ticking motherfucking shit. My head's fucking about to explode with the tick-ticks. Tick, tick, tick. Tick, tick, motherfucking tick. Suck my fucking motherfucking tick. Maybe let me try to make it a little bit better for myself here.
For what? For being such a cool dude.
And then we got Sasha, we got the team breaking out in the mission of some sort. Rick's leading the motherfucking charge. We got these motherfuckers in charge. Maggie looking always awesome. No, I can't keep it up. I can't even keep it up. That's what she said to me. You can't keep it up. Okay, this is where we kick into like more of an action moment, and again, this is the tone. Again, this is more of the tone of The Walking Dead that I want, even though this is still more of the same. But I like this. Seems more fun. The fun kicks in. Excuse me. Fun times. This is a stupid shot because you want to fucking bet neither of these two people are in any motherfucking danger. Oh yeah, look, there's an awesome MS-DOS paint thing going on back there. I'm sure it's going to look better in the moment, but in this shot, just for a moment, it just looks like, okay, yep. Yeah, well, there's 1,000 walkers down there. Yeah, you know, let's wait 10 minutes. We'll be okay. Don't worry, we're not in any real danger here.
I've been fighting.
Negan acts more like his character in The Watchmen than the comedian. Holy shit, Rick is the worst motivational speaker ever. I know what the speech needs. It needs to be done in Old Valerian or Klingon, sup.
This is the farm. Can't stop now.
Morgan and Jesus having a really useless fight that's gonna mean nothing.
We need to win.
But they're both ninjas, so they need to test their skills. Maybe they're training. That could be cool. I like to see Aaron in an actual scene here. I like the actor that plays him, and I think he could add a lot to the show if they chose to focus on him a little bit more.
Let me come with you.
Oh, so we're gonna have Aaron. So to focus on him more, they're gonna have him share scenes with Enid. That's the direction they're gonna go. Rick having a fist fight with somebody, probably one of the saviors, or if it's a walker, nearly avoiding getting killed again.
You need to correct.
Good. Oh.
Hi, I'm Eric
Oh
Voss,
shit!
and
Fuck
The Walking
you.
Dead
Fuck you. What the fuck? No, it just skipped to another video. You're not supposed to do that video. It skipped to another video. Let me see if I can interact with that again and see if it gets it. If I get it back. Let me see if I can get it back. So yeah, I clicked on the wrong thing. Yada yada.
released a new trailer.
And it skipped over to the next video of the next person's video. So let me see if I can figure out how to fix this shit. But that's basically the Walking Dead trailer. I mean, I can continue it and talk about it again, but there's a lot of technical difficulties going on right now, and if you want to see me just go, but while I'm doing one of the other trailers, I'll try to fix it and go back to it at the end. So we get more of the same, we get more action, and it all leads up to the end of the trailer where we get what seemingly is a time jump to old Rick in a bed, or maybe him waking up and this was all a dream or something. We see a cane, we see some shit, we see old man Rick lying in a bed for a few seconds as the big magic reveal. Now, does that mean somewhere in this season we're going to have a giant time jump? Does that mean that's just going to be a flash forward that we're going to see at some point in the season? Is that going to be something that's going to add some interest to this show and just kind of change the scenery that's going on? As I mentioned, maybe do a soft reboot where you bring in a bunch of characters, you have a war, you have that reach some sort of fucking head of some sort, and then at the end of all of that, you have a time jump where Rick wakes up as an old man or something. I don't know. So we'll have to wait to see. Yeah, YouTube autoplay is evil. I'm probably gonna get like flagged from the new Rockstars, because yes, there was the new Rockstars video that it popped right into. But if YouTube algorithms can hear me, I'm sorry, that wasn't intentional. That was your autoplay system that I can't fucking turn off when I'm using OBS like this, because it comes off as a unsigned in video, so it automatically autoplays. So I'm sorry. So that's pretty much the end of our trailer. Last kind of thoughts on The Walking Dead leading up. I'm cautiously moderate about it. I'm hoping, like I said at the beginning, just to have a good time watching The Walking Dead this season. Shut off my brain a little bit and have some good, hard, fun, fucking entertainment. I should watch where I pause. So that's all I'm hoping for The Walking Dead this season. Not too much depth, minimal of Negan monologues, and Negan getting his ass kicked and pummeled a lot if possible. And hopefully we'll get that. Hopefully it'll be fun. We'll have to see. Not the good kind of technical difficulties. Someone should fire the man that made the old man Rick makeup. Holy shit. It's like the Ted Mosby makeup in the last episode of How I Met Your Mother, where it just looks like junior high school, like someone was in and dressed up like an old man in a junior high school show. Or myself once, I put baby powder all in my hair to make it look gray so I could play a old scientific doctor. Again, Phil, how dare you? How dare you with this technical difficulties? Hey, it's a live show. Problems are gonna happen. I can't control it. So let's go to our second trailer of the day. And this is the fucking Walking Dead one. Get away from me, Walking Dead. I'm done with you. I'm done talking about you right now. It's time to talk about something a little different. Let's talk about the Westworld. So this is the Westworld trailer. I have not watched this yet. I am excited to see where they're going to go with the trailer for this. Cautiously, LOL, cautiously moderate, aka lowered expectations. Yes, I mean, I repeat this a lot. I've talked about this a lot in some other streams and some other stuff. I'm big on the lowered expectations. Go into something, especially a piece of art or media, expecting the worst and be surprised by the best. Certain things you can go into hype and they live up to it. It's a water slide or something. You know, go down someone says, that's the best water slide. You go down water slides usually hold up hype. Movies and shows, especially, I think, shows that even have many, many years of greatness, you build up in your mind when things aren't around, and then you go in to try to watch, and it's not always. That doesn't mean you can't judge shit for shit, but I find sometimes when I go back and watch shows that I wasn't as into when they're airing live, and then I binge watch the show, I am more forgiving of later season failings, unless it's a huge fucking window. So I try to go into things expecting, especially something like The Walking Dead, being like, okay, last year I went in with high expectations, with hopes and shit like that, and look what the fuck that did for me. So now I'm gonna go in, it could be all right, and hopefully be surprised when they blow me away with the first episode, the 100th episode of the series. So Broke, you missed the Rosita shit. You missed us giving. People were hoping you were gonna pop in right to give Rosita, to say fuck Rosita. So let's watch the. There is no date for the second season of Westworld yet. So let me play this trailer right now, and I will come back and talk to you. Play this trailer now and come back and talk. How dare I? Ooh.
I want to live, not merely survive. And I won't give up this dream of life that keeps me alive.
Woohoo! I wanna be free.
I gotta be me.
Woohoo!
What else can I be?
Kill them all, motherfucking Maeve! Woohoo!
I'll go it alone.
Dun, 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 dun.
That's how it must be.
Dun, dun, dun.
I can't be right for somebody else if I'm not right for me. I
Kill
gotta
him.
be free. I just gotta be free. Daring to try to do it or die.
Oh yeah. Oh fuck, put it back on, motherfucker. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So let's watch that again. Let's get back to the trailer. Let me watch that one more time. That's how you do it, though. Come on. Fuck, man. Like They, in a minute and a half here, whatever it is, minute and 49 seconds, 2 minutes, did what the Walking Dead trailer for me couldn't do in 5. Make me excited. I'm cautiously moderate about The Walking Dead, but that trailer did nothing to excite me. This trailer, right from here, fuck me raw, as Broke said, the blood on the sheet music, right from the start, just grabs you and hopefully is showing you what the tone of season 2 of Westworld is going to be. Discovery and pain. The problem Westworld faces is that season 1 was such a great mystery of sorts and surprises around each corner for the people that were into it and really engaged in the story and how it was going to all pan out and all that sort of stuff. Season 2 has an even more difficult challenge to either create more of that, which I don't think is necessarily the direction they should go, or create something even newer and different, something we can't even possibly expect what it's going to be like. If you try to create more of the same and spin your wheels, you run into the Lost problem, I think, where season 1 of Lost was so good, build up so many mysteries, but you, at a certain point, you had to be like, okay, we can't go further past this. Then we have to create ridiculous things. We have to create time travel, whatever. With Westworld, I don't think they can try to recreate some of the shocks and shit that we got in season 1. I think it needs to be a different emotion that they elicit and just do it the balls. Still have a couple of mysteries that are still leading over from season 1 and also introduce a few other things, but it can't lean on the same narrative tactics that it did in season 1. And I know Jonathan Nolan is smart enough to know that too, because he's 10 billion times television writer or movie writer smart than I am. So I'm expecting great things from season 2, and this is an example of I don't have low expectations for this. I have high fucking expectations for this because of the creative team, because of how much time it took them to do season 1, because of how awesome I really thought season 1 was, and how perfect of a television season I think it was. And I want them to keep it up. I don't want them to fucking True Detective this shit and have season 2 be such a letdown. And I don't know. I fucking need it. I want it. Give it to me. They can't try to explain too much. Let's go into the live motherfucking chat. Westworld is slowly unzipping your pants. Phil, are you wearing Daisy Dukes? No, just shorts. But I was jumping up and down, so they were running up. They were jumping up over and over again, so it made it look like that. Westworld slowly unzipping my pants. It's too late to stop. What door this season? And that's what I'm saying, Broke. It's going to be something we can't even anticipate. Great shows like Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul, Westworld, Game of Thrones at its best, some other shows, you can anticipate what's happening, but never actually believe it when it happens. You can go, oh, this is going to happen. Then when it finally happens, I think especially with Westworld last season and the Vince Gilligan universes and in True Detective season 1 and so many other great shows, I could just go on the list. It's not shock for shock, but it's stuff you're like, oh my God, I couldn't have even dreamed of that. That's fucking amazing. Vince Gilligan's team does that a lot to me, and I think Jonathan Nolan, in the movies he works with his brother, and also in Westworld Season 1, continuously does that. That's one of his talents, of surprising you, of having twists mixed into the narrative of the story. So I think it's all down to the creative team that we have here working, and the fact that they also have no timetable. They're making this like, we'll put this shit out when we're ready to put this shit out. Kind of hard to get a sense. I got killed. Once Game of Thrones, I think the Westworld Game of Thrones world, I would love to see that. Maybe it's the secret 5th spin-off that George R. R. Martin's talking about. You got Westworld is my first podcast I saw. Oh, really, Broke? Westworld was the first one. Bernard should do a great job making sure the new narrative is running smoothly. And anytime you want, buddy, call in and leave a voicemail, 781-990-8509, anytime you want. 24 hours a day, 7 days a motherfucking week. Bernard's story has a lot of potential kill. Maeve, that fucking Dolores has hard ride that horse and shooting some rich people is turning me the fuck on. Every time I try to go to bed and make a mistake of looking awake, Phil is on. Motherfucking asshole. True Detective fucked it up. The actor's choices were poor. Mr. Robot was good too at that. There's also True Detective Season 3, thankfully, coming out. They actually just talked about this. Wasn't J.J. Abrams a part of it? I believe he's more of a producer role rather than a creative force. So he was getting that J.J. Star Wars money brought in and stuff, or just being a more of putting some of the creative people together. I believe from a creative standpoint of like the showrunners, it's Jonathan Nolan and his wife, who I'm blanking on her name right now. I think it's their show specifically and their concept, and JJ just kind of helped make it a reality for them, from what I can understand of the creative substructure of Westworld, of the show Westworld. That I think that's how it's worked. And then they have a writer's room, but I don't think JJ has much to do with it creatively. Oh, such a great picking of music here. Bernard's Awakening. Okay, in 2018. Someone was asking about the date. It's sometime in 2018 we're getting this. JJ just put a lens flare in there one of times. Joy, that's her name, Joy. And she has a different last name than Nolan, too. Her name is Joy something. Joy something.
Not merely survive.
Is that the dead polar bear from episode 6? Left there? Is this the land of always winter melted and Bernard just found his way into the wrong set? He goes, you son of a bitch! You killed blank, you son of a bitch!
And I won't give up this dream of life. Keeps me alive.
Now that's almost the same shot.
I gotta be me.
Lisa Joy. Okay, so you were right. I was thinking Joy's a first name. Her last name's Joy, I guess. Lisa Joy.
Gotta be me.
Bernard's my spirit animal. This is does this look like Maeve's handiwork, or is this our group of no people? This looks like gunshot wounds. Oh yeah, it was a tiger, not a bear.
Else can I be but
Oh yeah, this is Maeve killing everybody, and then her scientist guy. The guy kind of looks like what's his name? Harrison Wells. He looks like a young Harrison Wells. We have seen a few synth animals. We've seen them at times during season 1. I still have yet to rewatch season 1. I'm about to probably start pretty soon after seeing this trailer. So it'll be more fresh in my mind after that. But I'm pretty sure there was times where we're going through during Maeve's vision when she starts walking through and seeing all the behind the scenes stuff. I'm pretty sure we saw some, we saw some animals before. Great music selection again on this trailer. This just elicits such great emotion of the discovery of this crooner kind of voice, the honesty of it, of that era of the music, of the way they just broke it down up there singing that, just the way, the Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis kind of voice style sound. It's just such this honesty awakened kind of thing. It fits so well with the tone that they're trying to create here, I think.
I'll go it alone. That's how it must be.
So is this any of the people that are left in Westworld just being attacked by all these, the revolution? So is the first part of the season going to be basically the start of the revolution and everyone that's left in the park getting killed by what's left, the Sith revolution, as people are saying in the chat? Oh, it is Sammy. It is Sammy, yeah, because this is Sammy's big hit. You gotta be me. I love all of those old Rat Pack roasts and stuff, or where they were all singing and singing together in the shows that they did. Especially if you were a Johnny Carson fan, never remember Johnny Carson when you were very young on TV or want to see more of him. He's the comedian that's there kind of running things for a lot. And then a lot of other people, random people that are there that you're like, holy shit, that guy was there or that guy was there. And it's very fun to go back and watch those. Dean Martin kind of continued them into the future, but some of those early shows with the Rat Pack shows were very funny stuff. Is this song on the License to Drive with Mercedes? Yep, Mercedes. We're Mercedes. Heather Graham. Yep, great movie. One of the Corey's finest, I believe. Since it's confirmed that Young Men in Black, aka William, is returning, what will they do with him? I thought they said he wasn't returning. I could be wrong about that because I'm not up to date with stuff. More flashback, more history of the foundation of the park, more ways that we can see how things started if he is coming back. A continuation of the storyline of what exactly happens. A few more character moments for the Men in Black. Time jumps and we'll get the rebellion in a flashback, Phil, says Justin Thomas. I wonder if they'll subjugate the humans and reverse the roles. That would be awesome.
I can't be right for somebody else if I'm not right for me.
Oh shit, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Do you know what I want to do when I hear that music? I'm going to fucking take a break on the show, everybody. I'm sorry. I need to take a break and I need to have some fun with this picture and me. Okay, that's enough. That's enough of that. That was enough for me. So, oh gosh, like that's all I got to say about Dolores. Okay, Dolores is going full T1 fucking 1000 mode this season. Like Dolores is gonna be a killing machine. If this thing goes crazy, I cannot wait to see where they go with her character. Because again, I'm speculating stuff, and we can all speculate. I have a feeling it's gonna shock me in ways and touch me in inappropriate parts of my body. So here we go. Dolores ain't riding nothing. I'm looking for it. She's giving that hate face. But she looks like she's having a good time. Oh fuck. It's crazy. He gave me the confirmation. It's in a bunch of news outlets, yet still my channel isn't at 100K. I told you guys it's a turd on Dolores ride and nothing. Dolores went from Sansa to Arya real fucking quick. Real fucking quick. It would be awesome, Omen. The time jump will, I wonder if they will subjugate the humans reverse rules. Rat Pack era showing us how to do it up right way, says DJ. I got confirmation from William on Twitter. No lie, look it up. Awesome. Sorry, I didn't read the first part of your tweet. But cool. I will definitely check that out.
I gotta be free. I just gotta be free.
I just love all the dead people. Just the showers of dead people as far as the eye can see. More death. More destruction. More fun.
Daring to try to do it or die. I gotta be me. Daring to try to.
So this looks like that Bernard is using his codes and all the shit that he knows and all that to get some of the real cool equipment. And then, of course, the highlight of the whole thing. Yeah. You can't keep a good man down. Oh, fucking A. Great fucking trailer. Great fucking trailer. Great season. I cannot wait to watch this show. It's going to be so much fun. Going to be amazing. Going to be awesome. And let's go into the live chat for a second. And Phil, they're doing an I saw all female remake of Lord of the Flies. I don't understand that sort of stuff. I don't like remakes in general. I wouldn't want a regular remake of Lord of the Flies. Why not? If you want to do something like that, have it be a unique individual story that's inspired by it. That's my biggest problem with all these remakes, especially if they try to do, like, are they going to do an all male version of the First Wives Club and call it the First Husbands Club? No, make a fucking movie about 5 guys that are getting a divorce that fucking hate their wives and shit. Whatever. Do something fucking creative. Don't necessarily take a property that's already established and have to do like a spin on it like that. I don't like things like that just in general. Like, just write a new story. things can be inspired without stealing. You can have everyone trapped on an island fucking thing with a bunch of fucking any kinds of people you want. So like, and not have it be the Lord of the Flies. I don't want to see a Smurfs Lord of the Flies remake. I want to see, if they wanted, I don't even want to see a Lord of the Flies remake. So, no, I hate fucking reboots and remakes, and I hate when they have to do themes for it. If it was fucking an all dog or cat or fucking whatever, just make the Lord of the Flies the Lord of the Flies. You want to remake the Lord of the Flies, even though I don't think you should? Make it the Lord of the Flies. So that's my opinion on that. I'm the Lord of the Nerds. I don't care who wins that King of the Nerds competition. It's just changing the genre isn't interesting. Exactly. Like, you want to add dinosaurs on there and shit too and turn it into a different story? Get creative. Say, oh, I like the Lord of the Flies. I'd like to do something like that with all fucking girls. So why don't I get some creative people to sit the fuck down and write me an interesting, unique story inspired by that to fucking do that? Not just say, oh, let's trade off the name of the Lord of the Flies because we know that will sell tickets. And if we do this, we saw all that fucking free press that we'll get for fucking doing this, so let's fucking do it. It's just fucking bullshit. It's obvious and it's bullshit. Stop. Stop now. Save yourselves. Fuck you. Don't do it. Instead, when you sell the movie, this is how you sell the movie. We didn't want to just make a lame reboot. We think that was stupid, and we think that would be, selling off the name. We want to make a movie that's inspired by the events of it and do something unique and challenging, show how the situation would be different if it was all girls. And then, so we made a new movie called Trapped on an Island or something, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And then have it sell off that, and then you can, if you want to fucking sell it as something different and something special, sell it that way. Don't fucking sell it off the name. It's like the guys in Creedence using the name Creedence without Fogerty. You're not fucking Creedence. Fogerty's out there touring. He's Creedence. I'm sorry. And I know the whole band was Creedence, but if you go to see Creedence, who do you care about? The band playing the song right, or do you care about hearing John Fogerty? I know it's a horrible comparison, but still, I hate that selling off the name it's a chuck and jive. It's bullshit. It's a lot of bullshit. Can we have all the characters, female characters, go in an orgy for fan service? As long as we can get the Mountain and the Hound fighting too, I'd be happy. An adult mixture of adults and kids. Yeah, Hollywood is relying way too much on regurgitating old material. Lord of the Flies with Girl Scouts goat. That would be crazy, says Hannibal. Mortal Kombat 1 and Resident Evil 1 best video game movies in my opinion. It's 781-990-8509. 781-990-8509 if anyone wants to call in. Justin, I saw that you might want to give a call on in, but definitely do. And let's watch this one more time through, and then we're going to switch over to Vikings and babble a little bit more before we call this a stream. So, let's play. One more time, because I want to watch it one more time for fun. Dun 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 dun. And I want to make sure I get that, I want to make sure everyone hears me playing this song. Play it, motherfuckers! Woohoo!
I want to live, not merely survive. And I won't give up this dream of life that keeps me alive. I gotta be me. Gotta be me. What else can I be but what I am? I'll go it alone. That's how it must be. I can't be right for somebody else if I'm not right for me. I gotta be free. Gotta be free, daring to try to do it
to answer your question, Dev. Oh, sorry if I'm too loud right there. Sorry, eardrum. Sorry, headphone users. I would say for a 90s song, before I wanted to say that before it scrolls by, I'm willing to bet we get another Nirvana song at some point in the season. I wouldn't be surprised hearing something like Heart Shaped Box, maybe, or I don't know, or Rate Me. Dun, dun. I would definitely see some sort of Nirvana song again this season. Would be awesome. Probably someone says a Soundgarden tribute, maybe. Killing in the Name of. Suddenly goes into a rage song. Hump that horse's head. Bang that doggy's head. I must see that. We must see you do that. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit, motherfucker. Oh yeah, my two. I'm a talented fucking. Be like the one triangle. Okay, is it my turn yet? This is an example of me in high school band. Yes! Lithium, that would be a good one. Alice in Chains is another one. There's a couple cool Alice in Chains songs that would be really good. It's another example. I'm sorry to the people that like the new Alice in Chains. It's like... Drugs killed that band for me, you know? There's only one thing. That early Alice in Chains stuff I love. I don't really like the new stuff at all.
That's how it must be. I can't be right for somebody else if I'm not right for me.
Fuck me, Dolores!
I gotta be free. I just gotta be free. Daring to try to do it or die. I gotta be
Added, Devin. hump something. So that is Dallas Green did a sweet cover of Alice in Chains, Nutshell. The stream needs more cowbell. I didn't know there was new. I don't know if there's new shit, but doesn't Alice in Chains have like a new singer now from an old band or something? I'm talking out of my asshole, but I want to say they have a new singer and they tour and stuff. I don't know if there's a new record, but I've heard a couple of the covers from it, and I guess he does an all right job, but it's just not the same for me. But I mean, there's just something about, hey, I don't condone the bad drug use, but sometimes it makes some great fucking music. So here we go. Let's listen to, before we get off of Westworld, let's kick over to Justin, who left us a voicemail. Let me play this shit. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, it's not even fucking 12 yet. Holy shit. I've been up since like the side butthole crack of dawn. So that's why I ended up starting a bit early today. So everyone, thank you so much for joining me early. You guys are fucking amazing as always. So let me play this message.
What's up, Bill? It's Justin Thomas here. It's a very interesting voicemail intro. And I just want to say, great job on the stream. You're a true professional. You can rock that solo stream like nobody else can. I'd like to remind everybody about Westworld, that this season will be not really utilizing the multiple timelines as they did in Season 1. We're going to have a big time jump at the start of the season, and we will see the rebellion, which will be shut down by the time of the start of the season, where they're at in the actual time frame. But they're not going to be utilizing that non-linear narrative and timeline like they did in Season 1 as much or at all. So I know a lot of people didn't like that. I didn't like the cheap twist that we got with Dolores and Wyatt. I found that a little bit cheap. But I think they're going to be really focusing on the biology of the actual host. And it's going to be more of a struggle with the host, not only with the security, which if you look at the casting, they've really amped up the security, the big names that they've gotten for the actual security members to join onto the force. We're not just dealing with stubs anymore. So that's definitely going to be an aspect, and we're going to really see what can kill the host and how they work. And I think there's going to be a lot of inner conflict with the host as well, since there are, I think it's, 14% or something? I don't know. I got to look at one of my own videos that are sentient and others that aren't. So I think there's going to be big issues with stuff like that. And we're going to be seeing a lot of what happened during the rebellion, which was at the start or the end of season 1, during these flashbacks. But by the time the season starts, I don't know how I feel about it either, but there will be a time jump, and we'll see those in flashbacks. So I think it's going to be interesting. So just some notes from me that maybe we can discuss in the chat or whatever. But like I said, man, I love your show. Great stream. I used to do radio too, and you are just you're just killing it, brother. Anybody else out there that's doing live streams could definitely learn from you. You can do it by yourself, which not a lot of people can, and always enjoyable. I'm trying to finish my own video right now, but I'm listening to your stream, and it is definitely worth it. So, just take a look at some of those aspects, man. And I think that people that didn't like season 1 could definitely like season 2. Awesome. You guys have a good day. Awesome stuff from Justin. And Justin, you can cash that check now. It is cleared. Thank you for the positive promotion. I'm now Justin is on the payroll. So thank you so much. Thank you for the kind words, Justin. You're fucking awesome too. And everyone check him out if you haven't already. So we got Nymeria also in the live motherfucking chat. Make sure you check out History Buff's recent live stream. Lots of love, Nymeria. Great to see you. Great to see everyone in the live motherfucking chat right now. Nymeria says she needs to catch up on The Walking Dead. Fuck my dirty mind, says Broke. Bring the timeline back. He's dead now. Boo. Hopefully the biology makes sense or I'll be disappointed. So very good call. Lots of really good information there from Justin about there's going to be a time jump. That should be an interesting thing to watch and see what direction it goes, seeing everything in flashback and using that form. It's not my favorite, and I know some people that don't necessarily love that stuff too and are a little bummed out. But again, I don't mean to be a Kool-Aid drinking whatever, but a Kool-Aid drinking shit fucker. But I'm very, very confident about this creative team, and I'm very confident that whatever they're going to do, it's going to feel good. And I understand what Justin's point about, certain things maybe feeling cheap at the end or something like that. Everything's not going to work for everybody, but I think if they're choosing this narrative way of telling the story, I'm gonna go with it until my eyes tell me the wrong thing, and they haven't let me down completely yet. And to amp up more the security, making that more of a factor, watching the rebellion, seeing as you said 14% or something like that of the host, seeing the ones that do know awakening the rest of the hosts. There's a lot of cool stuff that can be mined in all of that. Yes, you were. It was fucking awesome to see. You guys are amazing together, and it was a lot of fun to watch that. So if you haven't, definitely check out History Buff's live stream that they did to hear some Nymeria live. But bring back the hoverboard that was promised. I was there time where Marty and Doc Brown or Rick and Morty will just show up on. Oh, the Vikings review season 5 is going to be fucking bloody and great. So yes, we have one more thing. I'm going to definitely talk a lot more about Westworld. It's about time I did my rewatch. I'm going to get into it and watch it, and then there'll be some preview stuff for that coming up, especially once we get a date. And of course, I'm going to be recapping and reviewing every single episode. Joe is leaving it up in the air what his thoughts are. I offered for Joe to call in, but he's probably asleep or busy or gone on the rest of his day. So we'll wait on that, and we'll see when Westworld starts, or maybe when I do a season 1 look back podcast, maybe we can have Joe on that. I'll speed watch it so we can try to have it fresh on his mind. I'd love to hear what Joe's thoughts are now on Westworld, having actually finished the series and not stopping after the first or second episode. So here we go. Zippity doodah, zippity fuck. My oh my, what a wonderful cock. Let's go. Westworld is done. We got one last trailer to look at today. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me for my first, I did a Defenders stream, but this is kind of the first stream after Game of Thrones, talking about some of the other shows that we're going to be talking about in the offseason. So let's get into Vikings now and watch this. I think Vikings, out of all the shows that I'm going to talk about today, probably has the
most difficult challenge set forth in front of it. Now, Vikings is coming off what I think 4 amazing seasons of television. I think season 4 was interesting in the way that it was longer than the rest of the season, so it had a little bit more padding out. But I think all 4 seasons are incredible and great. And I think a huge part about that is some of the consistent actors that they've had going through there. Obviously, the focus on history, and I'm less informed about the history, so I'm watching it more, and I say this a lot during the Vikings reviews, as a television show, not necessarily all the time through the historical lens. I'm lucky enough to have Joe, who knows a lot more about the history. Joe's dad's been on the podcast. We're hopefully going to have Nick on at some point during the season, and have King McKay as well on sometime during the season, talking more, who have a little bit more, and in some cases a lot more knowledge, like in Nick's case, on the history of the Vikings situation. So I more watch it just as a television show. And I think as a television show, season 1 is so fucking amazing. Season 2 is great as well. Season 3 to me is the best season in a lot of ways. And season 4 is really good too. And a lot of the big part about that is Travis Fimmel. If you've not watched Vikings, now is the time to go if you don't want to be spoiled about events in Vikings. Right now, you have about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bye-bye. Travis Fimmel's character, Ragnar, dies. And the show is now going on from this point on. He didn't die in the last episode of the season. There was a few episodes after that. The show is now moving forward without the main actor that carried the show through as the star. So it's going to be more reliant on creating new stars, creating maybe another main character if they could. They have a couple of possibilities, or going by full force of the action that they're going to bring. And I have a feeling, as we're going to get into this trailer, I have a feeling this season is going to be bloody and crazy and action balls to the wall, because to kind of pick up the energy that Travis and Ragnar brought to it. They kept him along, maybe even historically a little longer than they should have, but he was so good and so iconic in this role. They have a couple of interesting casting decisions that in good ways that they've added to the show, and a lot of other good side characters going in. This is another show that I expect a time jump sometime in it, but how long? This is a weird thing with Westworld as well. The actor that plays Floki is on Westworld. And at some point, could he be working on both shows? Does his character possibly die at some point, or there's a time jump, so Floki dies? We have the female characters on the show that never age. So are they going to finally age, or is there going to be a time in the show where Lagatha's not on the show too, and they have a complete switch over in cast if they do a time jump? Or are these female actors just never going to age, and the show's forever going to have Helga, like through the whole Viking age, we're going to get the Leif Erikson, and Lagatha's just going to get her first gray hair or something? But Vikings, I think, has a interesting challenge ahead of it to hit the ground running and prove to me and some of the other fans that are watching it from a television standpoint, can the show continue as strong as it was without their main actor? So let me get into the live motherfucking chat here for a second. Tiger from The Walking Dead. I just started Vikings. This is going to be a Viking spoiler. Leave, says Nymeria. I only caught up on Vikings in May, so addicted. I started this weekend. I'll head off so I don't get spoiled. Nymeria says Ivar will be the main with Floki and Lagatha for a long time. And then if they do a time jump, then I guess Ivar can keep going. And then, of course, there's going to be Bjorn and his whole mission. And I don't know how much of the show is just going to have episodes dedicated to Bjorn's mission, which could be its own show into itself, and his adventures. And I want that fully explored. I know we do have 20 episodes. I hope that gives as much attention as it deserves, and there's more interesting characters introduced along the way to fill in on the charisma lost. And I think that's really what it comes down to. It comes down to not necessarily even his acting, which was great, but you can fill that in other spots. Ragnar had this, Travis Fimmel has this natural charisma about him that I love so fucking much. And yes, there will be blood. Death to Ivar, the Bishop Knight Warrior, who is the real person. Ivar is cool and Ivar's cool and all, but can he carry the show? Floki will be king. And Claudio says, yes. Claudio says Ivar's cool, but can he carry the show? Nymeria says Floki will be king. And Claudio, yes, he can. Oh my God, double Floki. I'm going to lose my mind. Bishop Hammond, I might be destroying name pronunciations. Sorry. If you die by the sword, he will judge you whether or not you go to heaven. I think some shows overestimate their popularity ahead of the cast. It won't be the same without Ragnar. Nymeria says, trust me, sons can live up to it. Without Ragnar, I wonder how interesting it will be. Hey, Phil. Hey, everyone. Great to see you, love. Fatal. Same, Phil. Did Bjorn ever look for his daughter? Did she ever get mentioned that she died? I don't think it ever got mentioned from his sake that she died. Ivar's gonna go all Oprah. You got a death eagle. You got a death eagle, and you got a death eagle, and you got a death eagle, and you got a death eagle. And I'm pretty excited. Like, I'm very excited to see where this season of Vikings goes. I'm going to miss Ragnar. I am, but I do think there's the storyline of where they're going right now in the show with the war with Lagatha's situation, and then Bjorn's whole mission for exploration. I think the show's set up with some really great places and great adventures and to come. And I think those events are so iconic that they're going to carry through a lot of the show. And we're going to see the epic scale and budget of the show just increasing and increasing. And I'm hoping for some big performances by someone like Ivar. Now that I'm away from it, I'm worried about Ivar, but I remember in those last episodes, and I was watching back even on some of my reviews, I was surprised at how he carried a scene. So I'm hoping he's able to really, when he's let loose and does some of the things in history that Ivar did, that it's going to be awesome to watch. So that's what I'm hoping for with Vikings before I watch the trailer. That's just a little introduction. And let's get into this.
You are Ivar, son of Ragnar Lothbrok, and many fear you.
You have only seen the beginning of the end. The consequences of
I wish they could rewind time and make Travis Fimmel Euron. Could they do that? Can we do that? Can we recast Travis in season 8 as Euron? I have heard rumors and rumblings for any Sons of Anarchy fans that there are rumors, anyways, that Travis Fimmel may play JT's father in a Sons of Anarchy prequel. But I'm play JT. I'm Jax's dad in Sons of Anarchy prequel. But no confirmation of that. But I have heard some rumblings of that. Okay, back to this shit. So I hope Travis finds another show. Last thing on Travis. I hope Travis finds another show. Because he's fucking awesome. Okay, one more time.
You are Ivar, son of Ragnar Lothbrok, and many fear you.
You have only seen the beginning of the end.
Whoa.
The consequences of Ragnar's death are not yet played out. Prepare yourself.
There is going to be a war. A war between brothers. A war that will make me the king of Kattegat.
Oh my god. Oh, fuck.
Ivar and Harold are coming.
Lagatha's years are numbered as
It's
Queen
war,
of Kattegat.
I will support
It's
you
war,
against
Peacock.
Ivar.
There's gonna be
If you
casualties.
support me against King Harold.
A civil war can only bring tragedy. I can never forgive Lagatha for murdering our mother. Of course I'm going to kill her!
You can try.
Holy shit! The fucking amazing. I'm sorry. Holy. 11:29. Okay. I'm ready. I'm fucking ready.
The end of our world is here.
Oh, fuck me. Fuck me with a chainsaw. Fuck me gently with a chainsaw. Okay, that was really good. That was a very good trailer featuring a lot of what I was just talking about before ever watching the trailer. I want to see that kind of action through this whole fucking season, beginning to end. I don't mind a couple of like lead up episodes, but if any complaint I have about season 4 a little bit was the pacing was a little off, because I think they were getting used to the 20 episode arc instead of the 10 episode arc. So I hope now that they've learned a little bit from this and they have so much action to go through and so much fun to explore that they just go balls to the wall craziness like they did in season 3, which season 3 that's one of the reasons why it's my favorite one, because there was so much action in season 3 and it was done so well and I think integrated in the story perfectly. So I hope they kind of go back to that form, and what I was saying without Travis, that they're going to want to pick up the energy of it, because Ivar is a little bit more of a surface character, and some of these characters are a little bit more surface, minus Floki. So we're going to get the deep shit with Floki connecting to that, as we saw several times in this trailer, the exploration with Bjorn, and the civil war with everybody. And then we're probably obviously going to flash over to Wessex and see that stuff, and wish it was its own show and talk about that when we get to Wessex and go, oh, this is very, very interesting stuff. We like this, but can this be its own show? But eventually that's all going to wrap up into it as well, where I'm a little foggy on the history, but I know there's a big character being introduced in the Wessex storyline that eventually wraps everything all in together. So just with that basic setup, I'm even more excited than I was before watching this trailer. So excellent job, trailer. Let's watch it one more time. So let's go into the live chat for a quick second and see a couple of comments. Nymeria says the Viking Civil War is happening. Love says this show is amazing balls. A song of Travis and Anarchy. And yes, Travis would have been the perfect Euron Greyjoy. Fuck, like not even close. Like, it's horrible that it didn't happen. People will die, mothers will cry, new worlds will be discovered, and the Viking age will be reborn. So let's get into this one more time through talking over it and stopping a little bit. Alfred. Yep, Alfred. Thank you, analysis. Great, amazing visual of someone dead. Is someone in the Viking funeral? Who is that? Who's the dead guy?
You are Ivar. Son.
Is the dead guy Ragnar? Is this how Travis is coming back? Is he Tywinning back?
You are Ivar, son of Ragnar Lothbrok, and many fear you.
So it looks like we're gonna get lots of the Ivar eyeball in this season, him snarling at people, which is always a lot of fun. I think that's one of those things I fondly remember from the end of the season. He has that really good snarl face, the crazy eyes. Oh, Sigurd. Oh, I remember at the end of the season. Thank you. When Ivar kills Sigurd, that's the end. That's a mullet boy, right? The mullet son of Ragnar. Well, in fairness, he asked him to cut the mullet off, and the kid refused. And Ivar said, please cut the mullet. And the kid said no, and Ivar, he gave him a warning. It's mullet dude, yeah. It's mullet dude, yeah. Sorry.
You are Ivar.
At least he's getting a Klingon death. Today was a good day to die for mullet son of Ragnar.
Son of Ragnar Lothbrok.
I think you will. You see Athelstan come back every once in a while. I think Travis would always be willing to come back on the show, and I think it's possible you could see him come back in some sort of flashback. It's not like Vikings has never done flashback before.
And many fear you.
Like I wouldn't even want to hang out with that dude that plays Ivar, because I'd be afraid he'd turn that look on me, like play poker with him. He'd look at me after I beat him in a hand with that look, and I'd just be forced to give him back all his money. I mean, I'm not going to stop too much with these. It just looks like a ton of fucking action in a ton of different areas. And it seems like action everywhere right now.
Only seen the beginning of the end.
Yeah, was that our new character? Is that John Rhys Meyers, or is that his name? I'm not familiar with his work, but I've heard a lot of people talk about him potentially being one of the main actors added to the show. Is that this guy? Is this John Rhys Meyers? And for anyone who's seen a show or a movie he's been in, should I be excited about this guy? And I'm so team Athelwolf in England. In Wisconsin.
Consequences of Ragnar's death are not yet played out.
Then we see lots of blood, lots of moments. Floki in some sort of vision. I love seeing Floki here. I hope he survives a long time on this show. And King, whatever, like, it would be great to see Floki be even more of a focused character than he already is in this coming season now that Ragnar's gone, because I think he can fill a lot of that space and a lot of that depth. He was in Tudors. He played the king. Oh, cool. Awesome. He is a strong actor. Awesome. Okay, cool. Is that a show I should watch? I've never watched it. He was King Henry and he was good. Yep. Awesome, Quixote. Thank you, Quixote and Nymeria. I trust both of you. I believe virtually everything I read. Oh, yeah, look at that. Okay, that's a great visual. Fuck any Ivar haters right there. You're telling me watching this little kid fucking rolling through battle with blood on his face, destroying motherfuckers like a full strong Klingon warrior isn't gonna fucking, Viking warrior isn't gonna be fucking awesome? Screw that. This is gonna be fun. I'm ready. Get my seatbelt on. I'm strapping on in. This is gonna be a fun ride this season. And again, similar to The Walking Dead, but different, because I think whenever Vikings does depth and shit like that, it works. But I love how they tend to shoot action. They don't use a lot when it works. You know, they do a lot of really clear wide angle shots, and these battles look extremely well lit. And the production staff on Vikings just fucking keeps getting better and better every year. If you watch the season 1 stuff, which I think story is so tight, the acting's so strong from Ragnar, and he carries the show and all the principles on it. And then you have D'Artagnan there in the first season too, and Ziggy and stuff. The grandness of it wasn't huge, and then slowly every year the show the budget and the production just grows and grows and grows. I think this is going to be a season where they try to take over and show you what they can do, and how let's show you all the awesome tricks we've learned. So let's watch some more Ivar killing some motherfuckers. Klingons are genetically engineered Vikings. Brainstorm Productions is their name, and they do a great job, says Nymeria. Also, the coach from Bend It Like Beckham. Yeah, the coach from Bend It Like Beckham. Forgot about that.
Prepare yourself.
Oh, he was the coach in Bend It Like Beckham. Okay, so I do know him. Okay, I was like, I don't know what I thought you meant, but John Rhys Meyers plays the coach in Bend It Like Beckham. Okay, so that's who it is. Maybe that's not the best reference for me, but at least I have a visual representation of this guy then. Hey, I enjoyed that movie too. This is a good movie.
Prepare yourself.
I'm not a huge fan of the love story aspect of it, but I like that. I like soccer movies. That and one of my favorite movies of all time is Shaolin Soccer. And then Ladybugs. I love me some soccer movies.
There is going to be a...
Oh, Apple Wolf. Oh, the poor guy. His time's not going to go well. Some Viking ships, crazy ships. Ivar looking scary. Oh, looks like one of the brothers got fucked up. Bjorn does not look happy about what's going on. Bjorn looks angry. Ivar is strong and does not give two flying fucks. We're seeing lots of crazy action happening in Kattegat. Ivar losing an eye.
Ivar and Harold are
I like the switch of music as we lead into talking about the Viking Civil War, which this was building up. They've been littering this and sprinkling this for a couple of seasons now.
A civil war can only bring tragedy.
We're going to get some Bjorn trying to stop this from happening, but ultimately is going to be too late and not be able to stop the situation.
Of course I'm going to get up.
Ladybugs is the shit. Chew, chew, chew. Chew, chew, chew. Chew, chew, chew. Lagatha has to die this season because they don't want to age her, so I assume she's going to die at some point in the season. What's to say about that? Again, if you like these kind of battle setups, what's not to like here? I have a feeling that's probably one of the early battles that we get, maybe, because there was no eyes missing. Floki going on a spirit journey, and we get into what I was hoping, and I hope it's not just a flash in an episode. I hope it's actually explored. We start to see Bjorn in really weird places. Wait. Speaking of not Bjorn, is Bran in there too? Do we see? Are we about to see the wall or something? Oh, I want to go back to that Bjorn shot. It's going to be so much fun to see the different locales here, because I think that's, again, one of the things the show does so exceptionally well. When we go to Paris, when we go to Wessex, when we go to different areas, it's so much fun to see the exploration aspect. I think that's so important in Vikings, in something, if they are so focused on war, something that might be missed. But Bjorn's mission is so interesting that it's going to be extremely amazing to see that depicted on screen. And again, I'll say it one more time for the last time. I just hope they do it justice. There's no reason for me to imagine that they won't, but I'm excited. Oh, I said I'm excited. Yo, come on in, dude.
Oh, there we go. I made it.
Hey, dude, what's going on?
Lick this.
Oh no, I don't want to right now.
Okay.
In a few moments though.
Okay. It's chocolate.
Hey, dude, do you watch Vikings, dude?
No, I haven't started watching Vikings, although I heard it was really good.
Yeah, I think you would enjoy it. Have you? You watch Westworld though?
Yeah.
Are you excited for season 2?
I'm very excited. I know. I've talked to a couple people that aren't excited, but I think it's going to be awesome. I thought the first season was such candy. But the second season is going to be better than this candy.
Oh, is that good candy though?
This is some good candy.
Okay, it's good some candy. Awesome, dude. Thank you.
There's one thing about making this candy. It's like you got to taste it.
Oh, so you're tasting candy. Okay. Awesome, dude. I'm probably gonna be done in like 15, 20.
Awesome, man.
Talk to you in a few minutes. So, historically, Bjorn goes to the Mediterranean from Morocco to Italy. I want to smack Gilly back in the doors. Check Bradley Freenstein's channel for a video of Alexander Ludwig Bjorn helicoptering into a hot spring. Chocolate sandwiches. I got no sandwich emoji in here. Yes, we're having a party tomorrow that Joe and I may or may not be streaming from. That we're having sort of a chocolate sandwich party, and a drinking leftover booze that we have party. It's gonna be ridiculous tomorrow. Yeah, there's no chocolate sandwich emoji, and we're making. Actually, he's working on making. Just for a quick aside here, he's working on making chocolate or sandwich s'mores, which is I guess that's a double meaning there. Where each part of the s'more, homemade marshmallows, homemade chocolate, and homemade graham crackers, all with a little bit of sandwich mixed in. So it should be an interesting time. And as I said, Joe and I might be doing our feedback show from there tomorrow, depending on the situation. And if not, I'll definitely have stories for it later from what I remember. Oh, there we go. We got the chocolate sandwiches. So let's continue. Oh, we saw a quick flash of what's her name? What's her name? What the hell's her name? Judith. That's what it is. Fuck. It's so many characters, so many different shows, trying to keep them together without doing homework. As CJ would said, Phil, shame on me for not at least looking at a character cheat sheet. But there's so much action here. This is a tough trailer to break down because I think so much of it visually is self-explanatory. We're seeing all of our characters in a lot of action situations, and we're seeing the storyline progress forward. And again, I don't want to talk too much about it because I might not be anyone that wants to know the story beats that they're going to go can find that out right now and look more into it. And so many people know. I think there's a lot of action to come. They're telling you in the trailer, and they're showing you exactly what's going to happen this season. Bjorn's mission, Viking Civil War, lots of shit happening in Wessex that's going to intersect, and that's it. It's going to be tons of action, balls to the wall, and craziness. I'm so fucking excited for this season of Vikings. So let's watch the end of the trailer, and then we'll start to wrap things up today. I love I have Nymeria fact checker going on there. Really? That's really interesting, you know? But oh, you beat me to it, analysis. I wanted to do it. I tried to get in there. I tried to do it, but you beat me to it, analysis. I love it. That's how I know I'm doing good when that stuff pops up. But yeah, great trailer for Vikings and Westworld. Walking Dead didn't have me quite as excited as I wanted to, but both those other trailers of those other shows, I cannot wait. We got Vikings coming back in November, Westworld coming back sometime in 2018. So can we hope January in 2018 or the same time it came out last year, around the time that The Walking Dead season B was out? So in like February or something like that. When did Westworld season 1 premiere? So we got a lot of fun shows coming up. And then also on the channel, we'll be talking about The Walking Dead, as I mentioned, and Game of Thrones all year round, and also some Sopranos stuff coming back soon as well. And thank you. You both beat me to it. I want to smack Gilly's chocolate sandwich in. You both beat me to it. Oh, it's a true sign of success. Exactly. When we have the webcam girls coming in, I know I'm doing something right today. But everybody, thank you so much for joining me. Really do appreciate the live stream today and you guys popping on in and joining me for this afternoon stream. Again, I'm going to keep these Fridays every week around the mornings, afternoons, whenever I'm up and can fit them into my schedule depending on what else is going on that day. This day it ended up I having to do things a little bit earlier, and sorry, my neck, I've been crouching watching this trailer. My neck is feeling, I'm having an old man moment. I'm sorry, everybody. My neck hurts. Oh, my God. You guys have been fucking amazing today. So before we go, let's pop into the live motherfucking chat. I think I also have a text message as well. Oh, I do. From area code 773. Phil, I cannot wait for Westworld this season. Most excited show right now, even more so than Game of Thrones. I still think I'm a little bit more excited to see where Game of Thrones season 8 ends up, and because it's the end of the storyline. But I'm definitely very excited for Westworld. Of the three trailers, it's the one that got me most like body excited. Vikings got me visually excited, and Walking Dead got me a little frustrated. So maybe I should have gone the other direction and watched them the other way around. But I'm very excited for Westworld, and it's definitely highly anticipated, and I'm curious to see where they go with the second season. So I definitely see you feeling that way. Webcam trailers. Nah. Here we definitely need a webcam trailer video of some sort, and I keep playing this. Hi everybody. Hi everybody. Oh shit. Hi everybody. For some hot webcam fun, call 1-900-GET-THE-GIRLS. That's right, 1-900-GET-THE-GIRLS for true hot, sexy entertainment. You can find them advertised right here in the live motherfucking chat. Touch them, feel them. Get the web girls too. We also have some web boys. Get that cock stamp, get that mushroom power. We also have barnyard webcam. If you like sheep or goat, we got the time for you. We got the cam site for you. Advertising now, exclusively on Phil the Issues Guy. So we have to thank our new sponsor, Dude in the Web Chat, for Dude in the Live motherfucking Chat, for sponsoring this episode of the Issues program. Sorry if that was a little loud. I just started Westworld last night. Hope you enjoy it, Andrea. Wait. Isn't there a conga solo that was promised? Wait. I didn't know nothing about that. I don't know nothing about that. Oh, thank you so much, Freddie. Love the boat sex song. Thank you. That was a lot of fun to make. Johnny the Irish, Johnny Giant Spain made that, did the video, and myself and Stephanie recorded it. So thank you so much if you enjoyed that video. If anyone enjoyed that video, please share it and help it get as many eyes on it as possible. But Stephanie did an amazing job singing, and I tagged along as well. But thank you so much. It was a lot of fun making that. Wait, who sponsored it? The webcam boat sex sponsored this podcast. Hey, Lady Warrior, great to see you. Great to see everybody today, and thank you so much for joining me. I do appreciate it. I really hit my thumb on the drum. That's when I stopped. I was like, ow! I hit my fucking thumb. So there's a little bit of drum fun for you guys. Sorry. I always have to do a little bit. So everybody, thank you so much for joining me for this live stream. You guys are amazing. And we will be back very, very soon. Or I will be back very, very soon. Sometime next week for a live stream. And maybe sometime before then, randomly, if we can. So let's go. Let's play some fucking music out of this. Where's something I can play? Can I play this? Does this work?
It's Timo's Rip of the Night. It's Timo's Rip of the Night. Fuck Sansa. Fuck Sansa. Fuck Sansa. Fuck Sansa. It's Timo.
Oh, no. Wrong song. Yeah, I was working the finger roll analysis. I was having fun with that.
It's a stolen horse, it's real. It's Groundhog Day on a 3-day course. Final man starts to strafe. Keep this weapon. If you wanna be safe, run around like a stick in the mud. In the fairy rains, in the mouths of floods. It's funny how evil can push politeness. You can't fight. It's a time crisis.
know, I'll give you a little bit of Phil Fix, because I can never get enough talking and babbling to you. It's great to see you in the live motherfucking chat. Hope you had a great weekend. To sum up what you missed on the stream today, you missed me belly aching and whinging about The Walking Dead for a few minutes, which is always a lot of fun. Seeing tick tick tockity tock, tick tick tockity tock, which was a lot of fun in some sort of warped sense of reality. Then we moved on to the Westworld trailer, where it was crazy, it was fun, and then you missed me going like... Okay, and then after that, I went to Westworld, and I talked about Westworld, how much it was fucking awesome, and it was great. This is the recap of the show! And then I talked about Westworld, and I said it was fucking great, and it was awesome, and I tickled every part of my body. I danced, I played porn music at a point when Dolores was jumping up and down on a horse and was riding, and it was fucking amazing, and I was like, holy shit, the show is gonna be awesome, and the voice goes, oh, this is gonna be fucking awesome. Then Justin Thomas called in and said, it's gonna be fucking awesome, and then it was amazing. Okay, then we moved over to Vikings, and then Nymeria showed up and started giving us some Viking facts in the live fucking chat and killing it and fucking being awesome, and then everyone in the live chat was talking, it was fucking funny, and then Vikings came and we saw action, when bangs and power, push and zippity doo dah, zippity yay, my what a motherfucking day, and then Steve came in and talked about chocolate sandwiches that he's making, which are really chocolate s'mores, and I said it's gonna be exciting, and I went back and watched more Vikings and said this is gonna be incredible, and then I played the drums and went ow. And I said ow, and then I came back and went over here, and that is the recap of the show for Maiden of Darkness and anyone else, and also Lady Brady, Lady Warrior of House Brady, that missed part of the show. So that's basically what you missed. So nothing special. Anyways, everybody, we'll talk to you I'll talk to you guys next time. Later. Oh, yes, and I missed that the webcam girls sponsored this podcast. If you want webcam girls, or if you want webcam boys or webcam farm animals, or even if you want to look at a bottle of orange juice while you do it, we got you for webcam anything. They are now exclusively sponsoring the Issues program.
Volume, hollow stomach, in her column, just don't coast me into anything without proper motive. I tend to dare and think it through, a pressure with a pass